Welcome to EasyLE Learning Simplified. My name is Ruth, and today we are going to be learning on the topic area of a circle, and we're going to be looking at the subtopic area of a sector. So we're going to discuss what a sector is and the formula of calculating the area of a sector, and then we are going to do a few practice questions. So a sector is an area bounded by two radius and an arc. So we should have a minor sector and a major sector. So if you consider like this circle, you can see we have two radius, this radii and this radii, and we have this arc. So this area here, the one that is shaded, is what we refer to as a sector. So we have the minor sector, this small one is the minor sector, and then the large one is referred to as the major sector. So whenever we are calculating the area of a sector, which is has a the sector subtending at a certain angle at the center of the circle, usually given as the angle over 360 pi r squared. The pi r squared is the area of the circle, so the angle over 360 shows us the specific now area that subtends that specific angle. So for example, if you are given find the area of a sector of radius 3 centimeters, if the angle subtended at the center is given as 140, so you can take pi as 22 over 7. So the first thing we do is write the formula, and we said that the formula is going to be the angle over 360 per r squared. So in this case, our angle is 140, so it's going to be 140 over 360 times our pi is 22 over 7, so over 22 over 7, times our r, which is radius, is 3 centimeters, so times 3 times 3. So we're going to do that calculation. So this is going to be 14 times 22 times 3 times 3 divided by 36. So if we do 14 times 22 times 3 times 3, it gives us 2,772 divided by 36. So if we divide 2,772 by 36, we get 77. And remember, this is area, so your units should show the area, so it's going to be centimeters squared. Ensure you have the correct units. Let's do another practice now in regards to what we have just discussed. The area of a sector of a circle. So in this case, you have been given the area. So our A is going to be 38.5 centimeters cubed squared. This is squared. Find the radius. So we do not have the radius of the circle. If the angle subtended at the center is 90, so we have the angle, which is 90 degrees. So we write the formula again, which is going to be the angle over 360 pi r squared. We have not been given our value of pi, but you're going to use our pi as 22 over 7. So this is going to be area, which is 38.5, is equals to 90 over 360 times 22 over 7 times r squared. So this is the same as 38.5 is equals to 9 times 22 over 36 times 7 r squared. So let's do 9 times 22 gives us 198 over 36 times 7 gives us 252 r squared. So this is going to be 38.5 is equals to 198 over 252 r squared. We multiply by the reciprocal, which is 252 over 198 times 252 over 198. So this and this will cancel, and this will cancel. So you're left with r squared is equals to 252 times 38.5 divided by 198. So let's do 252 times 38.5 gives us 9,702. Divide this by 188. When you divide by 188, you get 49. So our r squared is equals to 49. For us to be left with only r, remember we mentioned this with indices and square roots. You square root both sides. When you square root a square, it cancels out. You're left with r is equal to the square root of 49, and the square root of 49 is 7. So our answer is going to be 7 centimeters. That is our radius. So that's how we solve that question. Let's do a few more practice. So a floodlight can spread an illumination of an angle. So we're assuming our flashlight might be here. So when it illuminates naturally, it forms a sort of like a sector. And you have been told over an angle of 50 degrees Celsius, and the distance was 49. So from the flashlight to where it's illuminating is going to be 49 centimeters, which basically is going to look like our radius. Calculate the area of the floodlight. Yes. So it's going to be pi or the angle over 360 pi r squared. So it's going to be 50 over 360 times pi. Since you have not been given, you're going to stick with 22 over 7. So times 22 over 7 times our r, which is going to be 49 times 49. So this becomes, cancel this is the same as 5 times 22 times 49 times 49 over 36 times 7. So you're going to do 5 times 22 times 49 times 49, which is going to give us 211,288 divided by, if you do 36, 36 times 7 gives us 252. So 211,288 divided by 252 will give us 838.44, and this is going to be centimeters squared. So you do one last question, and then this is going to end the session for us. So a sector of a circle of radius r subtends an angle, calculate the area. So our r in this case is 1.4 and our angle is 30. We look at A. So this is going to be 30 over 360 times 22 over 7 times 1.4 times 1.4. This is the same as 3 times 22 times 1.4 times 1.4 divided by 36, this cancelled, times 7. So 3 times 22 times 1.4 times 1.4 gives us 129.36. And then remember we had done this before, so that 6 times 7 is 252. So we are going to do 129.36 divided by 252, which is going to give us 0.51333, and this is going to be centimeters squared. And then finally, the last question. So this is for the radius is 2.1, the angle is 45. So it's going to be 45 over 360 times 22 over 7 times 2.1 times 2.1, which is going to be 45 times 22 times 2.1 times 2.1, everything over 360 times 7. So 45 times 22 times 2.1 times 2.1 gives us 4,365.9, and then this will give us 36 times 7. We did it was 252. We add the 0, it becomes 2,520. So this is the same as 4,365.9 divided by 2,520, which gives us 1.7325 centimeters squared. That's how we calculate the area of a sector. Later on, we'll look at how you are able to get the angle depending on what you've been given. So you can check out more revision questions in the app and notes on the same. So see you in the next lesson.